UFC 158, George St-Pierre taking on Nick Diaz for the welterweight championship. In the main event, it's in Canada, y'all, and what do you expect? GSP takes him down relentlessly. Let's get into it, y'all. Undercard, George Roop defeated Rupen Duran via unanimous decision. TJ Dillashaw defeated Isel Timores via second round knockout. Rick Story defeated Quinn Mahin via first round TKO. John Dicey defeated Darren Quickshank via unanimous decision. Jordan Ming defeated Dan Miller via TKO first round knockout, which was a upset, no doubt about that. Darren Elkin defeated Antonio Guevara via first round TKO. Patrick O'Tay defeated Bobby Volker via unanimous decision. That is your undercard. Now into the main event of the evening. Mike Rickey defeated Colin Fletcher via unanimous decision. You can skip that fight. Chris Camus defeated Nick Ring in a split decision. I would have gave it to Ring. You know, it was what it was. Back and forth action. Split decision's about right. Jake Ellenberger upset Nate Marquardt. First round TKO. Caught him with a straight left. Came over with a right. Dropped him. Ground and pound from there. Now, before we get into the ambulance, they did have a premature stoppage by Eve Levine in the undercard fight. I cannot remember which one it was, but that was a little bad on his part. Jake Ellenberger defeated Nate Marquardt. Where does Marquardt go after this? Who knows? Where does this take Ellenberger? Maybe a fight with Hendricks. You never know with GSP who he's going to fight next. Do they set it up with Silva? Do the super fighter? Do they give it to Johnny Hendricks? It'll be interesting. He also has a broken hand, as Johnny Hendricks breaks his left hand. It's not confirmed, but he thinks he broke it. Johnny Hendricks defeats Charles Condit in what was a fight of the night and definitely a fight of the year contender. He defeated Carlos Condit via unanimous decision in the co-main event of the evening. Definitely recommend that fight. That was an awesome stand-up war. And thank God we had that fight because the main event did not deliver, in my opinion. George St-Pierre defends and defeats Nick Diaz via unanimous decision to retain his welterweight championship. First and second round, he took him down and just pretty much ground and pounded him. Pretty much boring stuff. You can skip the first two rounds. Third round, you had 3 minutes of stand-up war with Diaz looking like he had turned this fight around, and the last two was kind of up and down. The fourth round, you had more of GSP just taking him down and ground and pounding him. But then you also had a little bit of stand-up, but when he did stand up, Diaz wasted about 25 to 30 seconds of just walking around and not doing anything offensively. Poor offense by Nick Diaz. And it almost looked like he just did not care in this fight. And then in the fifth round, it was more of half and half stand up with Diaz not doing much at all. Kind of looking like he's trying to finish it, but not giving 100%. Again, after the fight, he said that he's done with MMA, he's going to do something else. What frustrated me with Diaz is when a fight's not going his way, he'll just throw his hands up in the air or he'll put his hands down and he won't fight. And that's just poor sportsmanship. The first, second round, he, after the bell would ring, he would get in George's face and cuss him out and all sorts of stuff. Throughout the fight, the Canada fans chanted, F.U. Diaz, which was pretty classic, but unsportsmanlike. And then, I believe in the third round, GSP was in his guard, and after the bell rang, Diaz took a swing at him, which was not uncool, and who got cut? Paul Daly got cut for taking a swing on Josh Koscheck after the fight. So that was a no-no, and Dana White does not take lightly to that. MMA News 1.com, sorry for the poor lighting. It's been about midnight here, so we're going to do some even more coverage on MMA News 1.com, alternativenews.com. So check us out there. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We'll have all the news and all your questions. We'll have answers to those questions on the site, MMAnews1.com. Follow me on Twitter. Tell me how you think of the show. Leave that in the commentary below. We will see you next time, y'all, for UFC 158, George St-Pierre defeating Nick Diaz.